want it. You want it bad. You ready? You want it bad. You ready? I had to bring the clap back for the third time. Hello and welcome to episode 3, and I'm trying to bring the energy. I'm really trying to bring the energy. Mornings, it just doesn't cut it for me. But we press on. Today's theme is going to be around how on earth, how the hell do you fit in a whole bunch of shit into your day when realistically everyone's got a crazy ass life. You know, with work, with family, with parenting, with relationships, with businesses, with, you know, taking kids to sports games, with trying to fit in hobbies, or whatever it is that tickles your fancy, that gets you juiced, that admittedly you just have to do because you decided to have kids. I'm just kidding. Love my kids. So whatever it is that you have to fit into your life, how on earth do you get it all done and feel like you're making some sort of traction? And I'm definitely not trying to brag. But I managed to fit in quite a bit in my day. Yes, my wife has to nag me to take the rubbish bins out and cut the lawns. I generally fit in a lot of stuff into my day. And some people kind of gauge that and wonder how do you do it? Like, how do you fit in what you do inside of your day? Realistically, some of you are not going to like the answer, but it comes down to one simple thing. I don't sleep much at all. Just don't sleep. Really just don't sleep much. Yeah, I mean, I just don't sleep much at all. You know, I typically go to bed somewhere between, if it's a good day, 11:30 p.m. That's very rare. You know, probably 1:30, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. And because that's when I fit most of my stuff in that I do. So one is I don't really sleep much. And 2, I use tools. I use tools. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some other sort of strategy and thing that kind of helps me manage to fit in everything and prioritize, and I guess help me manage the tasks that I have to do and plan stuff out. So if I talk about sleep, people are going to ask, well, how do you, I mean, everybody has to sleep. Like, everybody's supposed to sleep 8 hours a day or 7.5 hours a day or whatever the number is these days that the health people talk about. And by all means, sleep is important, and I'm not encouraging you not to sleep. I'm only talking about what I do. Because what happens to me, what happens to me, and it all comes down to me. And it would be my responsibility to be looking after myself, which is what everybody should be doing. So, brain fart again. People are going to ask, like, how do you stay awake, and how do you not get so tired? The answer is I do. I do get tired. I get sleepy. Not all the time, like I don't sit there at work going, but I'm so tired. I think when you think about the end picture, let's take it serious now. If you think about the end goal of whatever it is that you want, and I'm not trying to be like, you know, Mr. Motivation or anything like that. I'm just talking about through my own personal experience. If you think about the end goal of whatever it is that you want to achieve in life, or whatever it is that you want to have for your family, or whatever it is that you want to have for yourself, it's going to take a little bit of sacrifice in some area. We just have to be realistic about that. So for me, it's sleep. Time I can control. Time's kind of at my disposal at the moment. Yes, it's got its own defined amount. Everybody gets 24 hours in a day. But considering I'm lucky to be 30, I'm able to, you know, take a little bit of a hit on that at the moment. Because, you know, I've got goals. I've got things that I want for my family. I've got things that I want for myself. So I tend to just sleep a little bit less and get a lot more things done. So when the kids go to bed at night, when my wife goes down to sleep at night, I stay up, and the house is dark and it's lonely, but I work and I enjoy it because it's a productive time for me. I get a lot of my stuff done. I'm able to, you know, to edit a lot of these videos. I'm able to write my blog posts. I'm able to plan out things that I want. I'm able to, jot down a whole bunch of ideas sometimes. I brainstorm, I brain dump a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a time for me that I'm able to get a lot of things done. I guess the thing that drives me, the thing that really drives me to be able to do that is having an end vision. So if you've read my blog for any period of time, you'd know that I've probably talked a number of times about journaling, and it's true. I mean, I've got a journal, and I literally just map out exactly what I want to have in my life, and it works. So, at the start of the year, I plan out exactly, you probably would have seen the picture, I plan out exactly what I want to have for my life. And yeah, so the thing that allows me to keep on going is I think very macro, I think very long term. Short term, I'm able to experience short term pain, it doesn't bother me. I know some people out there don't really like short term pain. To me, it kind of acts like a fuel. It's like a firecracker under my backside. It really gets me driven. So short-term pain doesn't really bother me. I always think long-term. And the tools. So the tools that I use are, so I use Evernote, which you've probably heard me speak about before. I basically paperless with a lot of stuff I do besides my journal. And I've recently got into an app called Asana, which I actually signed up for like a long time ago. Recently got back into it, and it is a wicked app. It allows me to run my tasks for my personal life, as well as tasks that I have for work. So I can, set the goals and priorities and things like that around my team, around my own goals and priorities. So both of those tools really work hand in hand for me to allow me to get a lot of the stuff that I need done, actually done. And then it comes down to just working hard. There is no juicy secret, it's just working hard and find time to do things that you need to do in between the time. What does that mean? So for example, these videos, I bump them out right before I'm about to run out the door in the morning. So I know in the morning when I get up, it's like 6:30, my first alarm's going off. Let's not talk about the other ones. It's all strategic. My first alarm goes off, and the first thing that pops into my head is I have to record a video. Because I'm not a morning person, it's a challenge to bring the energy. I know some of you like the clap, so I'm going to keep bringing the clap because it feels good. So you have to find time to do it in between the other tasks that you do in the day. For example, did you know that the most productive place to get work done, are you ready for it, is in the bathroom? Well, some of you probably call it a toilet. Because no one interrupts you unless you have kids, and they always seem to be everywhere all the time. So you can actually, get through a couple of emails, you can reply to a few messages, you can, get through a few tweets, you can do a few posts, you can tick off a few tasks off your list, you can reorganize your day, you can reassess how your day is going, you can write your shopping list for tonight. I don't know what it is, but you can look at the time rather than sit there scrolling through your Facebook feed, just clicking like on random stuff. Except my videos, you should be clicking like on them. If you're walking through the corridor, respond to an email, respond to a message. While I wait for my food to warm up in the microwave, I'm, working away on my phone. While I'm sitting there eating my breakfast, I'm checking whether or not a video uploaded, or I'm reviewing stats, or I'm doing something all the time, every single second of every single day. I'm trying to fit in as much as I can. Other than that, I don't really watch all that much TV. I mean, I watch a little bit, but I don't watch all that much. The only TV series I've ever watched in its entirety is Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. Admittedly, it did take me about 6 months after I bought them on iTunes to go through every single episode. All the time. My head's just running all the time and working. So that's how you get a lot of things done. It's just hard work, and you just have to hustle. You just have to hustle. That's like money throwing in the air. As in the link to the hustle. That didn't really work. Anyway, so did I say episode 3 or 2 when I started? If I said episode 2, I apologize because I can't even remember, but it is actually episode 3.
I had to bring the clap back for the third time. Hello?
Hello and welcome to episode 3. So thank you for watching episode 3. I really have to get out the door because I'm running out of time. And that's it. Thank you. And yes, I'm going to keep bringing the clap back because I've got multiple comments now about the clap. And I think I had multiple comments about the clap. I don't know. I love the clap. Have a wicked, 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 wicked day.